business. This is highly recommended. It's for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here with the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights that come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. Good job in coverage. They're going to get them down short of the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play. So the Eagles will use their first time out here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have the Giants, and he's going to have the Jets.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Jones now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. 7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. He'll find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Jones. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. he will have a Giants first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Jones. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll let this go for Goddard. That's caught! And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 37 yards. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Second and 7. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He fumbled the football, and the defense has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Tony, the man in motion. It's another run here for Williams. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality. But not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. And they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he will score. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Other side, other side. Timberland.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Oh, he pumps up the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will stay a 2-possession game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go. Don Capers.
Now Jones.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now Jones. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for the New York Giants.
Jones now on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now Robinson. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Back to throw is Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. From all the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. On the give, it's Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, it's Hurts. Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one, and that will lead to a second down. Now Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's in. Kadarius Toney. Touchdown, Eagles.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Score Eagles 21, Giants 7.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They face 2nd down and 7. Tony, the man in motion. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That's quickly out to Smith. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This from 30 yards out. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Eagles have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up fourth down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Jones. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. To throw is Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Jones going to try and throw on third down. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Out we go.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. From the gun, it's Jones. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. They're in four-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So got it, the tight end comes in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And will mark him down up beyond the 30.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Dotson, the man in motion. Down the left sideline. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 30. 1st down, Philadelphia.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far, so they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw left side, that's Johnson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer? The play backfires for the offense in a big way. And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and Try again.
Hurts to the air on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Hurts again. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. Now this looks like a design run. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. They'll run with Barkley. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here we go. One final play. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.